In this video, we're going to work on the ALEKS problem called identifying chiral carbons in a cyclic molecule. This problem wants us to use this little highlighter tool to highlight each chiral center or chiral carbon in the following molecule. And the way that we would do that, like let's say that we think that this carbon atom here is chiral, the way that we would indicate that is by clicking on the little highlighter and then clicking on this carbon atom, and it's just going to kind of, put a little fuzzy glow on that carbon. So how do we find our carbon atoms that are chiral? A chiral carbon has 4 unique things that are attached to it. And so that means we need to go through this line structure carbon by carbon, evaluate all of them, and see if any one of them have 4 unique things. And what I'm going to do is start by just kind of like highlighting all of our carbon atoms and find all of them. We want to make sure we don't leave any of them out. And we're going to go through them each one at a time and see what's going on in their bonding structure. Bonding situation. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with this carbon right here for no particular reason. This is a carbon atom. In the line structure, we can see that it has 2 bonds, and that means that it has 2 additional bonds that we're not seeing, and those 2 bonds are to hydrogen. This molecule has 2 hydrogen atoms attached. Therefore, it does not have 4 unique things. It's got 2 identical things, which means it does not have 1, 2, 3, 4 entirely unique things. It looks like it only has 3 unique things. It has this bond, and a bond to hydrogen. And so that means that that particular carbon atom is not chiral. And in fact, we have that exact same situation 4 times in this cyclic molecule. So all of these ring carbons, they all have 2 hydrogens attached to them, which means that none of them are chiral carbons. We can eliminate all of them entirely. Now, what are we going to do next? Let's do this carbon atom right here. We'll do that one next. What's going on with this carbon atom? Well, first of all, we can see that it has 4 bonds, which means it doesn't have any hydrogens attached, so we don't have to think about that. This carbon atom has 2 bonds to methyl groups. This is a bond to a carbon, a CH3. This is also a bond to a CH3. And because this carbon atom has 2 identical things attached to it, it is not chiral. And same with the carbon underneath it, exact same situation. This carbon atom, let's do this next. This is a carbon atom that has 1 carbon-carbon bond, and that means that it has 3 bonds to hydrogen. It has 3 identical things, 3 hydrogens, which means it's not chiral. And neither is the one next to it, or down here, or down here. Those are all CH3s. This particular molecule has no chiral centers at all.